What's up, Clemson Nation? Guys, early crow this year. It's been a while since we lost a game this early. Well, since we lost an opener. And first things first, congrats to the Georgia fans. Congrats to all the Georgia players. Todd Gurley is the best player I've seen in a long time. He single-handedly beat us, pretty much. I mean, Todd Gurley single-handedly beat us. Some other guys scored, but that was after Todd Gurley had already taken it all out of us. There's never been a player, even with Florida State coming in, that was just a whole team thing. There's never been a single player that has terrified me more when he's on the field than Todd Gurley. And for good reason, we stopped him from getting more than 10 yards, maybe twice, the whole game. And, of course, he had his kickoff return. So, Georgia, I mean, we played, let's just start from the beginning. Clemson had a great first drive, completely poised the whole time. Most of the first half, other than a few mistakes, we didn't look like a young team at all. We looked like we knew what we were doing. And we actually dominated the first half yardage-wise, other than special teams yards, obviously. But, we looked good. We looked pretty good, other than the missed field goal the first half. Stout got his stuff together. The receivers started catching balls. And there was a bunch of big plays made. Watson, I still think he's the future of the program. He's going to be a beast. He's going to be a beast. And then we have the second half. Adjustments were made by Pruitt. He realized that all you got to do is put a little bit of pressure, and we'll fall apart. The offensive line absolutely self-destructed in the second half. I mean, absolutely did nothing. They brought a couple of extra people, and we had 0.0 seconds to do anything. We didn't even have time for our wide receivers to get to the first down line before there was pressure in the backfield. And that's a concern. Obviously, the offensive line was going to be a concern coming in here. But obviously there was a lot of adjustments made by Pruitt, who knew how to beat Clemson from last year. And the defense they got it together. But honestly, 31 straight points by Georgia. There's no excuse for that. Our team quit once we got down by 10. The offense looked like they quit. The offensive line looked like they quit a lot earlier than that. Not to take anything away from Georgia. But, yeah, we didn't look like the better team except for maybe a few drives. I don't understand why we didn't play Watson more. If we should have played him earlier, it was just we played him 3 drives, and it was just weird times to put him in. He had the composure early on. He should have started the second half. But, I'll let the coaches deal with that. It was a horribly, horribly called second half. Just horribly, horribly called. People want to blame the defense. The defense played as good as they possibly could. They were on the field the whole second half. The whole second half they were on the field. The whole second half. And, they kept us in the game to the mid-fourth quarter or early fourth quarter, and that's a miracle in itself when you only get freaking 15 yards. I've never seen less of an effort. Even the 2010 horrible offense didn't just fall apart like that. And it has nothing to do with playmakers. It has to do with lack of effort and lack of good play calling. Stop calling screens. Stop trying to beat Georgia in the running aspect of the game. We needed to just block. We just needed to block. And, I don't know where we're going to go from here. We have to see a lot of improvement. We don't have time to get any improvement because we have Florida State coming in. We're going to Tallahassee in 2 weeks, which is obviously terrifying the crap out of me. I pray we can keep that one close. Still, obviously, can have 9 or 10 wins this year. But we've got a lot to work on. It's just amazing how much a team can quit. The coaching staff didn't look like they wanted to fire them up either. It's just, that pisses me off. That really pisses me off. Losing's one thing, but when you quit, yeah, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. There's no excuse for it whatsoever, and that's really what's going to piss me off, the fact that Clemson quit. And, that's what happens when you quit. When you quit, you're going to get embarrassed, and we got embarrassed. There was no fight. No fight whatsoever after Georgia went up by 10. And there was just half a fight before that in the second half. So, offensive line's going to need a heck of a lot of work. I don't even know who I'd start right now between Watson and Stout. But all I know is offensive line needs to be revamped. We definitely missed Brooks. We didn't get the ball to the tight ends at all. I just don't understand the second half at all. But I could rant for a while, but I'll get more on this next week. We'll see. We better blow South Carolina State out, and then it'll be interesting going to Tallahassee. Hopefully they'll play as bad as they are against Oak State, but we're going to have to play much better, just to keep it close in Tallahassee. But go Tigers. We'll have to just take it one game at a time from here. Obviously still a lot left to play for, but a lot to improve on.